Is it recording?
Yes.
Are you sure? Check. Okay. Is it a good shot? Hello. Happy New Year. I forgot how to speak to the camera. It's another week of training, which is very exciting. I'm training for a half marathon. I don't know if I've said this yet, but I'm going to be running the Barcelona half marathon, which is at some point in February. So I've got about 41 days until I run it again. I did run it last year and I've got a full video on how that went, which I'll link below. But yeah, I think I'm on week 3 out of 8 weeks now. And guys, I've been smashing it. I don't know how or what superhuman motivated freak has possessed my body, but I'm really into it, and most importantly I'm massively enjoying it as well. I've fallen in love with the gym again and finding my feet there, because I feel like it can be a bit scary as a little girl in the gym. I'm just going to bring you on another week of what that looks like, and I thought I would bring you along for another week. This week is going to consist of run, gym, and also we are walking a marathon on Saturday for Josh's 33rd birthday. So happy birthday, Josh, in advance. Monday today, which means it's leg day, and let's go. Stepping into the week like... Do you like my coat? Does this, ready? Whoa. M&S.
Subscribe to...
Hashtag not an ad. Shiny. What is it going to be? You got that one. Shit pack, hey? Wednesday. I didn't leave the house yesterday. Not a great start to the year, but I have been putting off my 11k run and I keep pushing it back, and I have pushed it back today, so don't hate me. Today we're going to do a tempo run. I think it's like 5k, which to be honest is like mentally the only thing that I can justify doing today. I'm ready. It is 1.5k warm up, 2k at a 7:10 pace or 7 pace, and then 1 point something k at a 6:50 pace, and then a 500 meter cool down. So relatively short one today, obviously, because I've been messing with the layout of the plan so that I don't have to do my long run today. Yeah, let's go. Just finished 2k at this pace. Fucking hell, I'm so out of breath, and it really makes me appreciate people that are super fast and like that is easier than their easy pace. But it also makes me think how incredible we are as like slower runners. That can be disheartening to think that your out of breath pace is so easy for someone, but we still do it. And I just want to say I'm proud of me for doing it. I'm proud of you for doing it and showing up, because as long as you show up and you enjoy it, that's all that matters, really. Okay, I have to apologise now. At the start of the week,
By the way, I'm filming this now, not in the same week that you're watching this, okay? I started the week that you just saw really motivated. I had been so good with the gym and my running, and I was feeling really positive for Barcelona. But then life got in the way, which always does happen. I basically was so busy towards the end of the week that I don't really think I left the house, which isn't great. And it's my own fault. I just didn't, I didn't leave myself enough time to do the things that keep me sane and that I have to do because I'm training for a half marathon. So it got to the point where it was so close to Saturday, and as I mentioned, we walked the marathon. So I was like, I can't do a long run and then go and walk a marathon the next day. That's just stupid. So I was like, I'll replace my long run with the marathon walk, which is, doesn't really make sense. And I was getting so stressed about it because I was like, oh, I have to do this marathon walk. It was Josh's birthday, obviously I couldn't miss it. It's gonna really mess up my training. I'm gonna be really tired the next week. I might get injured because I haven't trained for the marathon walk, even though I've got all these miles in my legs from all the running that I've been doing. And I don't know, I was being really stupid and just massively overthinking it, to the point where I was like, Emily, you're not running for like Great Britain. Do you know what I mean? You're doing it for fun. Just chill out. You can run a half marathon if you needed to, like tomorrow. I had to have a quiet word with myself and just say, chill out and just enjoy the day and stop thinking about the marathon walk as this big scary thing that is going to make it impossible for you to train for your half marathon. Honestly, didn't really do many like proper workouts that week. I did the gym session that you saw, which actually ended up being a full body session, and then I did my little run, and then after that I'm pretty sure it was just the marathon walk, and it was just about recovering from the marathon walk after that. I did get a lot of clips from the marathon walk though, so I'm going to include them in this video and just kind of tell you how that went, because although I was kind of dreading it and I thought it was just the most ridiculous idea ever, this is coming from somebody who does long distance. I just thought it was so stupid. It actually ended up being a really lovely day, and I think it's going to be one of those days that we kind of, you remember and you have like really nice memories from. There was the idea thrown out that we do that every year, and I was kind of like, I'm not sure about that, maybe every 2 years. I'll set the scene for you. It was a very early start on a Saturday morning, on a very cold Saturday morning. It was like -4 degrees. And we all got the tube to Greenwich, started off at Greenwich, and we just managed to catch the last of the sunrise. So it was like that really nice time where the sky is kind of like pastely. And our plan was basically just to follow the river all the way from Greenwich up to Putney. I think everybody was in really good spirits in the morning. It was kind of like exciting, like a nice challenge for everyone. There was a couple of people in the group who have wanted to do a marathon walk for a long time. Just, I would say like 15k was really, really nice. The weather, I don't think we could have got any luckier with the weather.
I can't see fuck all. Say when.
It was crisp, it was sunny, it was my favourite kind of weather, although it was absolutely freezing. We were stopping along the way for like coffees and food, because the only way to get through an endurance event is to eat your way through, in my opinion. So many of the like iconic London landmarks, and we crossed pretty much every single bridge bar one, I think.
We are, I don't know how far? 11 basically, okay. And I'm starting to get very hungry now. So
hangry or hungry?
Hungry.
We went through some of my favourite places in London, like South Bank is super busy and touristy, but I just really like that. I feel like whenever my family come down to London, we always go to South Bank, so we have some really nice memories on the South Bank in the summer and stuff like that.
How you feeling?
Tired. It's the stairs.
Yeah.
We're almost halfway.
Yeah.
Feet are starting to hurt now.
What's your advice for anyone doing a marathon walk?
Just don't. Just run it.
When it got to 25k, we were at Battersea Power Station by then. So we went up and had some food in that like arcade food court thing. Sat there for an hour. Honestly, I thought I was done and I thought food would have absolutely killed me off. But having that hour to sit down and recharge, when we set off again, we were like, I feel like I've got a new pair of legs. It felt so much better, and yeah, I was so relieved that actually did help, because I feel like sometimes when you stop, it's the worst thing that you could do. Off we were again, and it was all fun. Everything was going really smoothly, and then it gets to the point where the sun starts to set and it starts to get colder. Conversation starts to run dry. Everybody's just focused on putting one foot in front of the other, getting to the finish line.
30k.
30k.
That's the point of delirium.
It's got rat-a-tat delirium.
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 Delirium. What am I?
Delirium.
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 Delirialism.
Yeah, we were just walking in the dark, trying to get it done. At this point, the temperature dropped again to like -4. It didn't get above 1 degree for the whole day, I think. It's that point where you're like, why did I do this? This was a really stupid idea. I was secretly hoping that someone would be like, should we call it now? Should we just stop? Because I would have been like, yeah, let's stop. I'm ready to go home. But nobody said that, surprisingly, and I didn't want to be the one to say it. So I just kind of went with it and just did it. And then we finally made it. We made it back to Putney in 10 hours, I think it was. Well, it would have been 10 and a half hours if you included the hour that we sat and ate. So total, but walking time, it was more like 9 and a half hours on our feet, which is crazy. That's the longest I've been on my feet. So that was tough. And then, yeah, we all just felt really relieved and proud that we'd all managed to do it, and everybody was still standing barely. By the end of it, everybody made it, which was great. I thought we would have had some dropouts, being me, but we didn't. And now everybody can say that they've walked a marathon, which is great. I think the reason that a couple of people wanted to do it is because they wanted to get a feel for the marathon distance, and they were like, I want to know what walking a marathon is like, so then I can try and like wrap my head around maybe running one. And I think it's safe to say that people in that group will not be running a marathon after walking it. But I actually do think that the marathon walk, and I'm keen to get your opinion on this for anybody that is into walking and stuff. I think the walk is harder than the run. You obviously, I mean, people do train for marathon walks. It was stupid that we didn't train, so I wouldn't recommend that. But with the marathon, you like train for so long. It's a huge event depending on which one you go to. There's amazing crowds that get you through it. You're also on your feet for a lot less than if you would be walking it. So I don't know, I just felt like the Brighton Marathon that I did was easier, way easier than the walk. I don't know what your opinion on that is, but it was really tough. It was really, really tough. I think because I'd never walked for that long as well, it was kind of like new territory. And I honestly thought I would find it so easy. I was still really nervous, but I thought I would find it easier than I did because of all the endurance training that I've been doing, and I didn't. So I was humbled, okay? So yeah, that was my summary of our marathon walk. I do recommend it if you live in London or if you're visiting London and you want something to do, and it's such a good route because you just follow the river. There's a few times where you kind of have to do a bit of weaving where parts of the river's closed off for whatever reason, but it's a really easy path to follow. And I actually did a lot of my long distance marathon training down parts of the river in London, so definitely recommend. It's part of the Thames Path, I'm pretty sure. That whole road, that whole walking route is just called the Thames Path, so you could have a look at that and just see the different kind of walks that you can do. And then I got a couple of clips from the following week. I didn't really film much just because I was really tired, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of felt hungover after the marathon walk, even though I didn't drink anything. So I was just kind of trying to recover from that. I did do some runs and go to the gym and just try and keep moving. So I'll put those in now. Hello my friends, what is happening? Right now I'm having a little staycation. I am in London, in Central, and I'm spending this evening and tomorrow morning with one of my favourite brands, which as you guys know is Brooks. We are celebrating, I think, the launch of their new glycerin trainers. So I thought I would kind of bring you along for the ride over the next couple of days. We've got an easy sightseeing run this evening. I'm really hoping that they come through on the easy 5k and that I don't get left behind, but that is just a issue and a fear that I have with every running thing that I do, but I do try and kind of push myself out there anyway. If you haven't tried these Luxe long sleeve tops by Brooks, by the way, these are absolutely delightful. I ran in the blue one. You've probably seen me, it's like a bright light blue. I always run in that one, and that is just a black version of that, which is fantastic. It like leaves a little message when you open it. So these are the new glycerin trainers. I think the glycerins are probably some of my favourite trainers, along with the ghosts. They're definitely my favourite. I did my original marathon? What am I about? I did my, not Barcelona. I did the Brighton Marathon, I'm pretty sure, in some glycerins, but the older model, big fan. So I'm really excited. In the same breath, I am very busy towards the end of this week on the non-running side of things, on the marketing side of things. So I always like to say yes to doing cool things like this, but it comes at a price, because it usually means that in between things I am scrambling to get stuff done, or I'm staying up late or getting up really early the following days to make sure that I'm not letting anybody down, basically. So while I'm going to enjoy myself this evening and tomorrow morning, you can bet your bottom dollar that there will be some catching up to do, and the last couple of days of this week are going to be a real scramble. And that also includes fitting all my runs in, because I haven't run since the marathon walk, believe it or not. So there we go, that's where I am now. Just getting ready, and I thought I'd quickly show you what I'm wearing. This is the Luxe top that I was telling you about. Has thumb holes, you can't go wrong, it's so soft, really good for winter. The leggings are also Brooks. I forget the name of these, but I've been wearing these so much, especially in the winter, because they're thick and they also have pockets, so if you don't want to wear a vest or whatever. And then shoes, I'm going for the Glycerin 22s. I haven't put them on yet, so I don't know what the difference is between these and the older Glycerins, but this is definitely new. That little bit where you can like yank your foot in. I'm pretty sure that's not in the old trainer. And this colourway is giving. I'm a big fan of that. Obviously, I don't know the technical side of these shoes, alright? And I know that you're not here for me being technical, but I will give you my honest opinion on these shoes. My socks are, you know when you wash them with the dark and they were white and now they're grey? Whoa. I feel like I might have to change those socks, because I just feel like I know no one will be staring at my grey socks that were once white, but I know they're there, and that's enough for me for it to drive me crazy. So I think I'm going to change my socks. This is what happens when you overthink absolutely everything. Welcome to my brain. I survived. But looking by my hair, you probably wouldn't believe me. I did it. We just did 4.9k. Not gonna lie, bit gutted that I didn't make it to 5k. Don't know why it's said that, but hey ho. I didn't get any clips on the actual run just because I have to get clips for Instagram, and I didn't want to be filming the whole thing because I was running with a very lovely girl that I met on Instagram, and I didn't want to be rude. Okay, I know I've got to do this whole influencer crap, but I didn't want to be rude. So we just had a lovely chat, and now I have, look at that, that is not okay, but we're friends, it's fine. And now I have a friend, which is great, because when I come to these events, sometimes I come alone, and I've just got to pray that I know someone. I can only apologise for my appearance right now. But now I have to get ready super quick. I can't take myself seriously with this hair. Like, I really can't. I'm sorry. I have to get ready really quick. And then there's like a part 2 of the evening where I'll learn all about the new Brooks trainers and what's coming up. And then lots of food, and I'm hoping a Diet Coke because I just need something. I need something fizzy. Anyway, I'm gonna hop in the shower and try and save my hair. And I'll catch you in a bit, okay? I've also mentioned a while ago now, if you have been watching my videos, you might remember that I mentioned that we're moving out of London this year. We're planning to move out of London this year. And I don't want to say too much because I feel like I don't want to jinx it. And I know that a lot of things can go wrong when you are selling and buying somewhere. But we're making steps in the right direction, which is so exciting. Like, I am just ready to be out of London in a bigger space, maybe have some better running routes and running down like high streets in London. So yeah, cross your fingers for me, because this is a whole new experience for me and very exciting. So anyway, I don't want to say too much because I know that there are so many things that can go wrong and we're not even going to put that energy into the world. I've got my squash, I've got my candle on, I've got my cat here. And I'm probably going to put some like ambiance on YouTube, and then we're just going to get cracking. And that was it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I know it was a bit of... I got a comment on one of my last videos saying that they'd watched a few of my videos and they had to stop because I swear too much, and I was about to say clusterfuck, and then I remembered that person. Anyway, this video was a bit of a clusterfuck because it's not cohesive. It's the timeline is all over the place, but I still wanted to upload this video and include it because that is just how it is sometimes. Yeah, I still wanted to get this out for you because I thought it was still quite an interesting video, and just to show you how I deal with things when training doesn't go to plan. And I feel like I always talk about how training doesn't go to plan. I feel like that's like my topic of the year. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.